And welcome back to Project Zomboid. BV here as usual, and oh my god, look at that beard. Goodness gracious. Let's fix ourselves. Let's fix ourselves before we get started. You guys know how I feel about this, and so do most of our viewers as well. So get rid of that Honest Abe shaving. Hello, PRMR. I see you popped in already. What is going on? I actually at my actual stream time instead of early like I have been recently, and mostly because I've just been busy with other stuff. So life happens. Did you miss something? No, I literally just got started. So we shaved our face. That's it. You missed nothing. Yeah, how am I doing? Pretty well. I'm actually pretty excited to get online tonight and kind of do some build work in Project Zomboid. How have you been? How was your day? Let's do that before I do intro stuff since I haven't really talked yet. There you go. Good. Up. Wait. You wash weapons separately now? That was all one action before. Very interesting. Anyway, okay, so tonight, we've done quite a bit. Let's just do a quick recap. Note, Dominic Steele has lived 5 months, 8 days, and 3 hours. With that, what I intend to do is essentially start giving personality to a base, because that's my normal thing. I like hardwood. Let me be very clear about that. Love some hardwood. I want kind of more diversity in this setup, so I'm actually going to carpet portions of this and leave an outline as if it was one big throw rug down here. These are small throw rugs. I want something bigger. On top of that, I'm going to bring my storage into here. So I'm going to turn or get rid of this table space, because I never use it. I use the small space over here, which is fine. If I had a bigger family in the house, we would do that. And then I want to put together a library. Now, I say that this is going to be my storage because it is functional, but the actual library space is probably going to go right up here, which has a lot of my tailoring stuff, but it is what it is. Oh, and then I want to kind of cut out some of this carpet because the brown is killing me. I'm going to add color. So yeah, that's what's going to happen tonight. I am going full Sims. Now I want everybody to see what it takes to pick up a carpet. Basically just need a knife. Notice that it's a 30% chance to break it, so I need a lot of various items in order to do what I want to do tonight, and that's completely fine. That is normal when you get into designing things. Now, in fairness, the reason why I'm in design mode is I've been playing Cities Skylines a lot. And going from Cities Skylines to Project Zomboid is a big jump, and of course my brain is still design stuff, dude. It could look better, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, Fair Sue, what is going on? Good evening. I see you're awake. How are you doing? I say evening for sure for you. Anyway, as I was just getting done with my intro stating that it's going to be a design night, I hope you are in the mood for a design night. It doesn't mean we'll be killing zombies, but hopefully that's not the only thing we do when we're sitting on stream, right? There we go. And ooh, sound. How's my sound doing? Yeah, I managed to stay awake until night word. I'm assuming sound has been good, music's been good, etc. I just want to make sure that I have not lost anything or missed anything. Good to go. All right, so salad is ready. Let me add my oil. Audio is good. Your voice and PC are mixed well together, which is perfect. My oil again, and 680 calories. Yay! What are you eating with? A wooden spoon, right? Wooden spoon. Yes, because we have the wooden spoon in the bag. Do that. Put the bowl away. All right, well, that stuff is good. By the way, I'm going to say it again. Please never, ever, ever plant leek. They take far too long to grow. 180 days is ridiculous. Remember that we did all of the compost on our sunflowers, so these are looking good. You know what? How long do sunflowers take to grow? I remember looking last time, and I got completely distracted by the leak because I was so mad. And I was like, bro, the sunflowers, we already know it's 90 days average growth time. So we planted those basically May 1. So hopefully they get done by the end of the month. Like, I'm hoping that's the boost. If it's young sunflowers, they're in stage 2. I don't know. It'll make it. It'll make it. Let's just have faith. Lavender is looking good, and my oregano's almost ready. No longer sick, right? That's a good point. You weren't feeling well a lot back in the day. For a minute now. How's my water situation? About half. Okay. No, the water is good at the moment. Going to do this. Transfer liquids. Swap to the canteen. There you go. Put the pot back in here. Just remember, when we get home tomorrow, we need to clean our water again, which is fine. And I need to decide what I'm taking with me to eat. I could just take acorns. No. Nope. You know what? I have a bunch of sunflower seeds just sitting here, right? Where are you? Rosehip, I'll leave sunflower seeds. So let me take these. We'll munch on them while we're out. 150 plus calories. And that'll do it. So nothing super crazy while we're doing our bit. I'm doing alright. Life was a bit chaotic and kept me busy. Ended my relationship and had some deadlines for university. Haven't played VZ in weeks, bro. I am sorry to hear that. Well, hang on, let me back up. Let me say that if it's not a bad thing that your relationship ended, good for you. If it is a bad thing, I'm sorry, and I acknowledge how that can be stressful. So, not every relationship ending is a terrible thing, and I get that. Sorry to hear that. Yep. Doing well. Oh no, do you guys remember that the engine of this thing is going out? Ugh. And I say you got, like, if you haven't been watching, oh no, not a big deal. Okay, so first things first, we're heading to the school. I could, and I want to be clear about this, right? We could make the bookshelves. But ooh, wait a minute. I should make the bookshelves instead of getting them, shouldn't I? No, the ones we made didn't look great. No, I made a table before. I didn't actually make bookshelves. Maybe this is a good way for us to work on the carpentry skill. Hang on. Before I run off. Yeah, my carpentry skill is almost level 7. I got an idea, guys. I got an idea. I know we almost left, but maybe this is a collect some wood and do it ourselves thing. I heard music is a bit loud in PZ. Turn that down. There you go. All right, so let's do this real quick. Where is the big axe? You remember we made the heavy stone axe situation. I said before, this is probably better for cutting down trees than it is for doing anything else. That's still true, but if I take it with me and cut down some trees, then this is perfect. The question is, do I have any level 4 trees in the area? I do, I have a couple. All right, so let's see if this works well in our favor. Cut down the tree, dude. That's only 2. Hold on. Is that a 4? That looks like a 4. That wasn't. It's a 3. Another 3. Okay, these are all 3s, but I can get rid of them. That's fine. There you go. Get over yourself. Not that much pain. All right, so how much is that? Yeah, it's enough. Okay, so how much condition did I lose? Nothing. Yeah, the large axe might be the way to go. Okay, Okay, well, with that, let's go take a seat real quick. Then we'll come back, grab the logs, do some chopping, and go from there. Been well, class ended, taking summer off, sent Discord pictures of the cat. Yep, there you go. Kind of painted you in just the arms. Just the arms. Alright, so the question is, should I saw them out here, or do I carry them in and do it after? Yeah, they ended. Not sad about the ex. Bad how to treat it. Yeah, I get that. I understand how things can fall apart real quick when relationships come to an end, so I understand. Alright, get some log sawing going. There you go. Which, sawing logs is carpentry experience. Remember, we learned that. That's a good way to, I wouldn't say it's good, but if it's what you got, it's what you got. Let's just be clear. I've got 13 planks, so we're going to start taking these upstairs slowly but surely. Sir, close the door. And we are upstairs. Next issue is, how am I going to do this? Right? I think, you know what I'm gonna do? I am just gonna disassemble some of this other stuff, because I was saying to myself, like, I can move things around and keep them. Like, I don't have a reason to. I have one bed over here. I don't need multiple. It's not like I'm gonna be entertaining people. So, all right. Goodness. Let's take this stuff out and drop it on the floor. Can I move you? I'd like to move you. As somebody said, I am playing The Sims tonight, and that is absolutely true. That is what is happening. Sorry. Okay. Do I want it in here? No. Can I place it under the stairs here? No. It'd been really cool if I could, though. So I would have taken that. That's rotate. I'm not actually on place. Let's pick up. No, you still can't. So, okay. 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 Place item. Where are you gonna go is the question. You know what? This is storage room. Yeah, I can do this, but that's weird because it blocks your immediate walkthrough. I can put it right here. Yep. Game. Game. Rotate the way I want you to rotate. Perfect. I thought there was a flower on there. I guess it's not. Living room looks too full. Yeah, I don't know if I would say too full, but it doesn't look the way. Wow. What did I have in that? Okay. My bad. Anyway, this stuff, bunch of junk. We will take it with us. Move the trash can somewhere else. Where should we, can you pick you up? What is with me and Tab today? Pick up. Thank you guys for the support. Yeah, cheers, man. I don't want you that to sound disingenuous. Seriously, you know, it is a wonderful thing to find yourself feeling free from a relationship that's not working for you. So, all right, do, and do. Put that here. There you go. Okay, so trash can taken care of, and I have been putting, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it's not a big deal to dump all this. I'll get organized after the fact. Just like we did downstairs, sometimes it's just easier to dump everything out, do the project you're going to do, and then come back and try to organize. Because if you try to organize beforehand, it slows down your progress. So I do like this wardrobe, but I don't have another good place for it. So you know what? Before I say that, I don't have a wardrobe in here. I don't like the wardrobe in this spot, but I am the only person here. This one, it just makes it so where you can't see it. And isometric views being what they are. I don't know. Let's try it. Ooh. Pick you up real quick. Okay. Wait. Furniture, table, pick it up. Then we place item over place item. What is with me pressing place item and then not doing the thing I told it to do? Place. Rotate. There. Yeah. This becomes interesting. I acknowledge that, but we'll get to it in a second. So, but I don't want to lose the table. I like the mahogany table. I do. Then we pick up. Hanging out in Discord and streaming Project Zomboid and see what happens. Yes, I destroyed it. It's gone. It's gone. All right, well, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, don't wrong. If you jump in Discord and play, or if you actually stream, I don't know, do you stream on Twitch? Because if you do, I will watch you. So it will be a lot of fun too. And I'll give you a follow if I haven't already. Nails. So this was the other thing that really kind of enabled me to go ahead and say, screw it, let's start building stuff. We have a bunch of nails. Like, we have a ton of nails. There's no reason for us not to use them. I know I didn't want to use nails to make the fence out here. One, because it prevents us from doing more masonry style work, which I'm glad, you know, we really stuck to our guns to do it. But now it's time. Okay. Build. Bookshelf. Craftsman. Bookshelf. Rotate. There you go. Perfect. That's 50. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see. There you go. No, I'm not gonna do Twitch anytime soon or ever hurt. Trust me, I understand. Really do. All right, where are my other I can't see them. They're there, but they're not there. That is wild. All right, here you go. Yeah, Guild Wars 2, but probably on EU server. We're gonna have to download it again though to check. Yeah, so that was a thing that we had talked about. Well, we put it in Discord a while back, and you were clearly going through what you were going through, which is fair. But I'd be down to just play together on Guild Wars as well. It'd be lots of fun. So sharing your screen in Discord. It sounds like when I'm just chilling, maybe I should start doing that too. The idea of putting a small one that it's 50 as well. I hate the color. Why are they two different models? Oh no. And it doesn't really let you know that beforehand. Oh no. Well, here's what it is. Okay, so let me clearly point out that we got a lot of experience from that. So yeah. Now the question becomes, does this become a real heavy, thick book room? Or is it, you know, there's some books here and create a sitting area? I can't decide. I know I don't like this wallpaper and it's going to go away eventually, but I need a paint. Why am I thinking about something? Paint. There was a house all the way back here that has paint in it. If we have a paint brush, I can paint this room, can't I? I've never painted before. Let me say that before. I'd be very interested to learn a new skill in Project Zomboid. I mean, and that's saying something. So. You're so cute. Don't worry, I can manage to find myself word. Okay. Y'all doing y'all things. Where? Paintbrush. I do have a paintbrush. I'm very interested to find out if I can paint that room. So it's not super late. It's only 6 o'clock. We can make the drive over there, pick up the paint, and well, we can see the paint colors that they have, and then swing back around. Another thought I just had. I want to get a antique oven. I know we've seen a few in town. I haven't actually like marked them, and I should do that because I want to be prepared for if the power, like something happens to our generator or we run out of gas or something ridiculous that happens. We can put antique ovens in essentially every room and have a light source / a heat source for long term. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud while we're online. So I know they can get weird. I'm sorry. Okay, if I turn through here, I can avoid any zombies who path that I actually haven't been through here the longest. So I'm very interested to see if there are any zombies back here. I haven't seen any in my peripherals. I'm just trying to be very aware. Don't need clay anymore. I don't think that's the way I'd say that. We always need clay. We still do need it. Actually, yes, because the wall is not finished. And we said that we wanted to make a pathway using bricks as well. And I don't want to use nails for pathways anymore. So yeah, remember the paint house too, the whole garage fight. Right? Oh my goodness. This area brings back memories, y'all. In game, it's only been like 2 months actually. I think I finished this area before we hit the 3-month marker. So yeah, it's been like 2 months in game. I've seen a few stragglers, and let me tell you now, from people I've watched stream and from people that I've just chatted with, the most common way to die in Project Zomboid is to get caught not paying attention, thinking you're safe. You were never safe in Project Zomboid. Even the amount of work I've done to kill thousands of zombies in this area, they will catch you off guard thinking like you're good to go. So don't be like, I'm gonna take off my shirt or walk around with my pants off. That's gonna get you killed. And you can't save yourself from a bite on the groin. Hello. Okay, what color should that room be? We can, ooh, no. I didn't think about the amount of paint that I'm going to need for this. How much, which color? There's a zombie, see? See? Flip it. That's how we get ourselves killed. Can't I take a bunch of colors and compare? Yes, I could. I just not that type of person, you know. Not to mention we don't have the luxury of being able to go back to the store and buy more once we found our right color. Like this is it. This is it. Part of me wants to go light brown, but brown on brown with the bookshelves are messing with me. There's no way that I would do any type of blue. I think red might be the jam. Okay, so, and we're specifically talking about for the book room, the library that we're creating as the book room. Ooh, and this is another thing. I need to collect books, so I do want to get books and literature to, you know, stuff into the library to make it full and have various different resources to work with. So that's gonna be a thing. Pink, black. I know I'm gonna use the black at some point, and we're gonna come back to that. There you go. Grab more red. Can't pick up more red. Paint is just that heavy, huh? Alright. Sunflower seeds. Get some calories. I have not been managing that process, by the way, so he's definitely losing calories, and I probably should eat heavy tomorrow, so please remind me of that if I don't remember. And I should not have carried these nails with me either. My bad. There you go. Put the book in there. Yeah. Cool. Cool. All right, so how much? I got 5 or 6 things, but I'm going to get as much red as I can. I'll probably use red again. It is my favorite color in real life, by the way, so little things to know if you care. No. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so I'm happy with that. While we're out here, I want to see, like, we'll check this house real quick. Because we talked about, you know, getting carpet. Are you going to see to find another car since the... No, I'm not going to specifically look for another vehicle at the moment, but, you know, we'll keep our eyes out. We'll check them. I know there are a handful of them that we had keys for somewhere, but we'll see how that looks in the future. So wood bookshelves, and I'm glad that we ended up making them because that is basically the same one that we have. That's not right. There's nothing there. Okay. Anywhere here that had carpet? No, everything here is wood. Straight wood. Was there anywhere here that did have carpet? I'm trying to remember, or if I need to go to the richer area that we just got done clearing. Ooh, no, I know exactly. I remember. See, this is the great part. Actually, that's a problem with me and my brain. I have what is known as a partial photographic memory. So to return to a place I've been before, it will make my brain start firing memories and images of that space, which is why I tell people all the time, if I've ever been somewhere the exact same way I got there last time, I can get there again. I can follow the exact path I took. So in a video game, that's good because relatively speaking, if I find myself back in a location, I can be like, oh, this is X, Y, and Z. And it's pretty easy for me to recall things. That said, partial what? Yeah, photographic memory. So that said, we stayed in this house. We never went into the basement of this house because at the time we didn't have power, we did not have a flashlight, etc. And I recall this carpet. There it is. Yeah. I don't want to use that carpet. It's not as big as my brain was telling me just now, so that sucks. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. Let's leave. Why do you think you only have partial? Because actual photographic memory recalls every detail about, you know, a place, time, event, etc. Your brain pretty much snapshots it and puts it all together in a single package. We're talking about, you know, smell and taste get added into the memory. So a person with a true photographic memory could describe everything. I can't do that. So mine is, you know, why we call it partial. It's trigger based. So with an image of similar details and whatnot, my brain will go to that spot. But that also means that it's valuable because if it's something is similar, then you can also trigger a false memory, and that's a problem. So partial. And that's why you have to be able to validate that what you actually see is exactly what you've seen before. All right. Ooh, is that brown? I don't like the brown. The white is nice. I wish I could like just pick up a fireplace. Oh well. Yeah, but wait a minute. The white might be a good contrast. I was originally going to do something different. Let me see if this works. That's just no. I didn't want that, but it is what it is now. I just a lot quicker than I thought it was gonna be. What are you doing? Oh, you're breaking windows? Can you not? Game. Very interesting. There's a desk. Game. I think what I'm going to end up doing is picking up this desk and putting it in the library. Yes, I am. Okay, I got 9 pieces of carpet. This isn't bad, but could be better. We'll take the painting, but I don't really feel like I'm going to use the painting, so we'll see what that looks like in the future as well. Okay, Yeah, so this is turning into a thing, and I know that, and hopefully you're still with me. No, no. Yeah. So when you fail at picking up carpet, you actually create rags and thread? Is that what I just saw? Yeah. Hold on. But game. Make me fail. Make me fail. Yes. There's other when you fail at picking up carpet, you get thread. Oh. Wait. That's revolutionary. Okay, so I said before, you know, a couple times back when we started streaming, I said streaming, a couple times back on stream when we were dealing with the tailoring skill, that the bottleneck for the tailoring skill would be being able to get thread. Now, the bottleneck's still there, but it may not be as bad as you think, assuming you stay in town. It doesn't work well if you're doing like wilderness survival. But now you don't have to get 20 rags and try to, you know, bring them home. You just need to get a knife, go into a rich home, fail at picking up a bunch of rug and carpet, and you're gonna get threads and rags. And then you just stockpile a bunch of thread so that way you can work on your tailoring skill. Huh. The downside of this means you have to keep a crap carpentry level, because the higher your carpentry level, the less chance it is for you to fail at picking up the carpet. If that makes any sense. But it works. Yeah. Learn something. More Dominic's heavy, not that bad, so. We're gonna end up going out again later, as in tomorrow, so I'm not gonna pull it back in. We're gonna right here. There we go. I've still got carpet on me. What do I need to do? Let me grab the rest of the carpet here. Let's start one thing at a time. Where's the rest of the carpet? Where's the rest of the carpet? There it is, white carpet. I was looking for the word carpet. Exactly. I didn't know either. I just found something out. So that's a good thing to know. Okay, so let's see this work. I can't place over hardwood. I gotta break the wood first to put it down. Yo, of course you do. Here be. Yep. I'm gonna do it like this. Did I break the thing? I did break the thing. Very interesting. Can I drop the carpet here? Yes, I can. You can just drop the sheets of carpet. Hilarious. Okay, so wait. If you could just drop the sheets of carpet, no, you can't place it. I was about to say, can't you just place the items? No. Although that layering would be a problem too for the game. You'd have a performance hit, so don't do that. Still, hilarious. Okay, let's make sandwich real quick. Add random green. I actually like that you can specifically say I want a green to be added. Random mushroom. Random herb. That's a seasoning, so I can do another random vegetable. The vegetable comes out as a straight green. Interesting. And I don't have a lot of things here. That's why. Good? Good. Well, add the garlic. And get oil. More oil. 1,000 calories. Perfect. Need to do 2 more of those and we should be good, because I know I'm losing weight, so. Oh, nope, look at that. I balanced it. Okay, that's great, honestly. And I can't see anything right now. Well, hang on. Let's do the work. I don't actually want to pick it up and yeah, so very interesting. Can I pick up there, or do I need to pick up the couch? Because I don't want to pick up the couch. Oh, no. Alright, well, I'll get to it. Yeah, there's a 30% chance I'm going to break my couch if I try to pick it up, and I don't like that, so... Go. Completely fine with breaking my hardwood. Good, and that's 16 encumbrance. I'm gonna stick a bunch in there. Drop it here for a second. I'm actually glad you don't have to hold on to those anymore. Super good quality of life. There you go, and then I can just place these down. No, because bathroom rug bad. Okay, so rug down, down. Yeah, so this is gonna annoy me, but I don't want to lose the couch, so I don't know how I feel about it at the moment. Wonder how heavy it would be to carry the stuff upstairs. I mean, heard, you know. Is it going to look too bright? That's a good question. And I'm going to say no. I mean, don't wrong, on its own, like if the room was empty, then yes, it would be too bright. Because the room's not empty, one, and we're gonna do more decorating over like the stark contrast of white with other colors is gonna work. It creates a canvas for you to paint on. That's what I'm gonna say. So if you have white walls and you don't put anything on your white walls, that's when it's a problem. But once you start putting things down, it starts to feel less empty. So white walls can be bad, more often than not, for sure. But if you do something with the room, it won't be. Good example is I now actually want to get rid of this couch. This couch is white on white with those stripes, and that's not great. But if I get a different color couch setup in here, that might work better. Winter, hello. How's it going? I see you popped in there. For those of you who are hanging out, Winter is a streamer herself, and I've been watching her a little bit recently. So here's to that. If you've never popped in on her channel before, then please take the opportunity to do so. I believe Winter plays both Animal Crossing. Goodness, what else was it? Baldur's Gate and, well, Baldur's Gate 3 was the only other game that I've actually seen her play. So cozy stuff along with RPGs. So quick shout out for Winter. Give her a follow if you get a chance, or check her out sometimes. Treasure Liquid. Okay. Do that. Do that. Sorry, so Winter, I'm legit over here doing, you know, decorating and stuff in Project Zomboid. I apologize. I don't know if you ever played this game before or are aware of it. So if not, please let me know. I will talk you through it. Oh, another day, another fog. Goodness gracious, what is it with me and fog in the game? All the girls gather your stream. You know, funny enough, even when I have high numbers, I think I come in around 60% minimum in terms of how many men to women watch my stream. So more women watch my stream than men, and I'm guarantee it's because of the vegan tag. But what can you do? Yeah. Why did I drop it? I didn't mean to drop it. So. And good? No? Okay, so I need to get this taken care care of. Let me see if I can just pick up the couch. Like, that's the question, or am I gonna lose it? Let's see. Did you just pull out your stuff? Gone. It's gone. All right. So that actually gives us an opportunity to do something with this room. Now, in fairness, I think this is a good thing because I always wanted to put the couch here, right? And then the TV here. But the original setup we had wouldn't work with it. And now that we've got what we got, maybe this will do. Hold up. Yeah, this whole thing won't break. So I can act no. Wait. Cycle. Rotate. Like that. There you go. Cycle again. And if you do it like that, now you end up in a scenario where I can put the couch back on these two here. Oh no, but I need to. I messed up. Okay. I need to pick this up. Can you explain for what to. Well, who has a beard? Beard. Sorry for English. Wait, where's the bear? Blah, blah, blah. Important question for dominant character. Bear or no bear? Are you saying bear or beard? Because we're currently doing the clean shaven. But if you're saying in general, like, I'm confused by the question. Anyway, sorry. Goodness gracious. We have so much stuff. Let me place things down again before I forget. And rotate. Drop. Beard or no beard? Is that what we're asking? Fortunately, I don't have a beard. I think it's a statement of various different things, and I don't know what to do with that. All right. I've visually only seen one other person that Winter also knows, and they do not have a beard either. So maybe no beard. Case by case basis. That's a fair statement. Okay. Let's go get our stuff. You know what? No. We're over here playing, The Sims and homesteading. It's important for us to take care of ourselves properly. So let's make a sandwich to take with us at least. In Project Zomboid, I prefer no beard. Cheers. Not just in Project Zomboid. I don't like having a beard most times. The only time I actually have a beard is when I'm not taking care of myself. Like, if I'm stressed out, I'll feel like I'm being overwhelmed and doing lots of stuff. My personal setup for my face will go right out the window. So, like, I'm not taking care of my face when I'm stressed and trying to deal with other things. Especially when my kids are like, daddy, we need all kinds of things from you. Excuse me, daddy's not going to be shaving for a while. It just happens. Never seen the game. So, okay. Project Zomboid premise. The post-apocalyptic scenario that you're in is that zombies now run the streets. And the reason for it is because there's an airborne strain of the infection that takes out 90% of the thing. And of course, it can transmit by saliva as well. So bitten means death. Even though you may not die immediately, you will die. And your character is immune to the airborne strain, but not the saliva strain. And that's the idea, right? So the entire point of the game is how long can you survive, and you will die eventually. We are on 5 months, 9 days, and 4 hours survived, and that's about it. How many zombies you kill? Completely up to you. We've killed 4,520 in this save. That said, you can go through the entire game without killing a zombie if you want to, but you got to be able to take care of yourself. So you've got everything from, hunting, because that's been added in build 43. I'm sorry, build 42. You have foraging, and I'm a big fan of foraging, both in real life and in game. Fishing, and of course, farming as means to manage yourself. loot as much as you possibly can, you know, so that way you can set yourself up for survival, and you go from there. The game has a ton of mechanics, including a nutrition system. So how you feed yourself matters just as much that you do feed yourself, and that's important as well too. Yeah, this is the game that has a ton of detail, but has a steep learning curve for sure. So that's what I'll say to that. Wait, I was talking and went past the house. That's not the way I want to go. But I don't think there's another way to. I think that was a pretty good breakdown. Sue, what do you think? Am I good? If it's still there. Why is the music kicking in like that? Perfect summary. Thank you. All right, gonna eat my sandwich. Just get those extra calories going. How's my weight going? Yeah, so that's what I thought. I wanted to go ahead and just suck down those calories now, and weight gain is happening, so we're good. Pick up. Ooh, what does it look like? Why? I didn't realize you can pick up a light switch in game. You need electrical level 5, but you can actually pick up a light switch. So if you didn't have a light switch in a room, you can add one. Oh. Very nifty. Okay, so I only needed 2 things of white carpet, so now that's done. I said before that I want to take this setup here because I want this desk to go inside of the library, so that's what we're gonna do. And we'll just straight pick it up. That pot of flowers is coming with us apparently, so. These are 2 different pieces. I don't like that. Oh, they don't break. Okay, good to go. All right, well, we've torn up this entire house's carpet, but we got what we came for, and now we are on search for a couch because we destroyed ours. So there's that, guys. Got petunias. Thought. What kind of couch should we have and with the white carpet now? That's another thought, right? There is no sink in this kitchen. How? Why? Devs, developers, there should be a sink inside of a kitchen for sure. All right. Take a moment real quick and just take the liberty of grabbing some water. Bill, canteen. Oh man, watching you go around and loot stuff makes me so jealous. I'm still hung up in that wilderness run. Well, so the wilderness run is something I need to get back to as well. I haven't touched my wilderness run in a little bit, and granted, I've been doing other things. Like I said before, Cities Skylines has really taken up, you know, a fair amount of my brain power recently. But I need to get back to it as well. I hear you. I need a wrench. I'm thinking about something. No. Focus. Want to play this weekend again, but new run, finally, loot again, check for new patch. Yes, so if you haven't played for a minute, that means, yeah, the update patch, I'm gonna say patch, definitely came out, made a couple of changes. Wasn't that bad, but still, changes enough. They balanced foraging. It doesn't feel so bad anymore. You actually probably would go back to your stuff. I hear a zombie. Well, let me not say a zombie. I hear movement. Movement? Yeah, it's not just me. Thank you for showing me the game. I like the story. I'm going to be ready for early bedtime tonight. See you around. Thanks, Winter. I appreciate you popping in. Have a great evening. Sleep well. And I guess I'll see you at some point when you start streaming again this week. Sure. Forging looks crazy now. I thought they broke it again. No, it's not broken. I would actually say that it's fixed, honestly. Good night. Goodness gracious. Let me go with stone. Always good idea to get clay while we can. I'm currently looking to see if I can find a good couch, because that's what we're in the market for now. I don't need an actual paintbrush. I need a smaller brush so that way I can do other things. Oh, I hear baiting. Which door? I have the wrong weapon in here. Hang on. Wait for it. Can I take a moment to sharpen this too? Like, will you give me a yeah. Yeah. Getting ready to carve you up. Just give me a second. I know that sounds terrible. I'm not that person. Alright. Ooh, you got a red carpet too. I kind of want it. I'll come back for it. Let's not focus on it right now. We're focused on finding a good couch. Oh. Did I hear the zombie breathing? Looks brown, not ready to be. I mean, that's interesting. Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at this house. Like I said, we're currently shopping for a couch. Let's be very clear. And of course, you know, the only reason why we're popping on the forging system is to... No, I don't like that. What is that? Is that what I think it is? Did I just find wheat in town? That's rye, but still good. And as usual, broccoli. Hold this over real quick. So that's a white couch. Ain't like that. Shopping, more like scavenging. I kind of wish that I'd be able to like just pick up a couch by forging, but that's too much. That would make the game overpowered. Well, there's a whole ear of corn right in the front. Gave me the entire model for the corn too, so we took it. What is that? Did I just find more wheat, rye, ceramic pot? I dropped that. Okay, I got that one. So take a look inside. Ooh, blue. Ooh, that's harder than you might think to pass up. It's 3 different colors in the room. It's going to end up being 3 different colors in the room regardless, but maybe if I had a different carpet, maybe the blue would work. I found corn in town, doesn't feel balanced. No. Finding corn in town does not feel balanced to me. The cream white here might work, but I don't like that either. Alright, hang on. Yeah, in game, I'm pretty sure corn can also be turned into oil just as much as the sunflower seeds can. So, yeah, that's a little overpowered. Don't like the yellow couch? Yeah. Ooh, wait. I don't like this color, but I'm not going to see that color because I'm going to turn it. So it's going to look brown. So if it doesn't get broken, we stayed in this house when we were originally clearing this area, so this is safe. I'm going to take it. And we just find a vehicle key. I don't know what it goes to, but still, we'll take these with this. Alright, so let's see if this works the way I'm thinking it will. And if it does, awesome. If it doesn't, you know, it is what it is. But I do want to get back to the house. At this point, we've been out for most of the day, and it's time to do some stuff. Alright. Walk to trick. Speed up time. Get moving. Where is the vehicle? It's over here. Did I really go this far from the vehicle? Where did I park my car? Yo. Guys. Where did I leave the vehicle, y'all? I was just carrying around the couch. This is bad form. I am way far away. I should have moved the car with me. I agree. But we're here now, and I jumped the fence, so I just went. I didn't go far enough over. Okay, I remember. Okay, and then we go this direction, and there it is. I'm just stupid, and I'm exhausted. Excessive exhausted. Yes, I was running around like an idiot, carrying a whole couch. You just imagine seeing a dude in the middle of the street like, where did I park my car? Carrying a couch. Like, that made no sense. Don't talk me to yourself, calling yourself stupid. You're right. I agree. I should be nicer to me. Anyway, you were saying in real life, you have to do what about a couch? I don't know how to even start looking for a couch. I mean, again, it's all about finding the couch. I don't know. You shop around, you look at different things and say, yes, that works for me, or no, I don't like that. It may not match the room. And I think the important part about real life shopping for furniture is it needs to match you, not necessarily match the room, because you can make the room form around your style. And that's kind of how I feel about that. I, both in video games and in real life, am clearly an eccentric. I've been told this because I don't build like other people do in Cities Skylines, or I don't think like other people do on Project Zomboid, whatever. Still getting it done, y'all. So eccentric, yeah. Let's use the term unique in style. So, but never mind. Eccentric is not the same as being eclectic, because eclectic, you know, is a versatile statement. Eccentric is basically saying that you're unique and not like everybody else. It's usually the way that works out. So, eclectic, like I said, it's a versatile thing. You have a diverse or eclectic music selection. That's a thing somebody could say to you, for example. So, yeah. All right, so we'll get the couch inside. Couch goes down first. Let's drop it here. We'll go grab. I didn't realize I was still carrying a bunch of paint. My bad. We should start. Yeah, so now that we have the floor stuff, we'll take the paint, we'll paint the room, then we'll turn around, we'll do the floor, we'll put the couch down, then we'll go upstairs and do book stuff. So, my bad. Is it a bad idea to buy a couch online? Actually, kinda. I feel like couch is one of those things where you should see, feel, sit on it, etc. Not necessarily just buy it right out. That's a personal call. Like, obviously, if you don't care what's under your butt, yeah, it kind of depends on how you look at that. Not to mention size. It's really hard to determine, like, this is how that's going to look in terms of fitting my room versus seeing it. Alright. So what do you do when you're playing Project Zomboid and you just need to pass some time? Decorate. There it is. That feels good. Okay, now let's get the desk upstairs before he passes out. So heavy. It's so heavy. Okay, so pick up, place. Which I don't know how this is going to look when I place it down, so that's weird. It's not right at all. Oh, nah. Crap. Okay, so this doesn't rotate. Yeah. Okay, so then we put the desk here. That idea, I just I just gotta not destroy this corner. There you go. And the desk goes there. There you go. Then I can take everything that was here and put it inside there. So try to scrubs. Perfect. Okay. So I'll rock with that, which that changes this room completely. That actually puts me in a situation where I only have room for one more bookshelf, which is okay. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay. Okay. Wishing to clean the mirror. I agree with cleaning the mirror. Doesn't bother me that much, but I do wish I could clean it. Alright. Put this down right quick. Yes. Oh, it's coming together, George. It's coming together. There you go. And then grab the couch. And then you place it. So, place item. Rotate. Yes. No. Wrong. I'm saying that. Hang on. Why are you saying George? I don't know. It's just what came to mind. So, can I rotate you there? Is this going to work the way I want it to? It does. Then rest. Yeah. Okay. So how many places is that then? Hang on. Let me pick up. So 1, 2. Yeah, this is a 2. So even though. Oh no. I'm not gonna pick it up. Good. But if I picked it up and put it here, it blocks my walkway. So I want that to be a straight walkway. Yep. Yep. Okay. We'll do that one. That actually now makes me want to move this table downstairs. Hey, the mahogany table cannot be broken. That's good. And place item. Heal. Oh no. I. Alright, I got it. I can do this. Just move them over. There you go. And then you pick you up. There you go. And then we place down the table. There you go. And then this book, for whatever reason, is not actually placed where you think it is. Wait. There it goes. There. And now that feels better. It does feel better. Now I placed a photo album here as well. Rating, so I don't have to think about my stuff outside. Can I place the pin? Alright, and then I get the planks and nails and we'll take them upstairs. I'm happy with that. Becomes better. What I do want to do is take these books and put them upstairs and then move this bookshelf, because if I move this bookshelf I can put a plant there. That's my thought process now. Okay, so what do I do to make that work? I'm going to drop all these line pieces down. Now y'all can't tell me that you never played a game and said, I'm going to do a bunch of decorating and did all of that decorating. Well, didn't do these things. I am very much the type who, when I set a goal, I'll set out to get it done. Anyway, so if I can start organizing my books too, right? Maybe I go alphabetical. No, let's do skill books in one. So anything that's a skill book will go in here. So yeah, we'll leave the magazines out. We'll put them in the smaller tray. There we go. So magazines and stuff will go into the smaller spot. It just starts to feel nice and full. Then I can put the maps in the desk. Madness. I wouldn't use the word madness. Thought I saw a magazine that wasn't red. Make bone and wood armor. I didn't know that I didn't have that skill, but okay. Now I do. Did it put it back? Is that a tailoring skill? No, I already I didn't read the magazine. I already had the skill though. That's why. Makes sense. Well, it does make sense, but yeah. Let me place this other somewhere back here. And then I just need a chair to put back over there, and that'll feel good. Where is that plant? Did I put plant away? I did not put plant away. Crossword puzzles. Gonna go over here. Okay, here. By the way, if me doing a bunch of decorating in the house isn't your jam, let me know. I can adjust what I'm doing here a little bit. But I did set out to get this done, and we keep talking about, you know, me not taking this save offline, so you gotta do some of it. It's my jelly. Word. Pull these out. Put them in. The question is, did I fill this already? And if I did, do I take out stuff? There are 3? Did I just see that? There are 3 first aid ones in here. I gotta take those out. Goodness gracious. You were asking if it wasn't my jam, and so I said jelly. Okay, you just being facetious. I got it. We stick these in here. You know what? I want to take those magazines out of there. And I'm going to take cooking level 3 out of there too. I completely forgot I had the tailoring, but I only got the tailoring level 1, right? Yeah, I have to do tailoring level 2 before I actually start reading that book, so I didn't mess anything up there. Book. Goes over. Book done. And game. Magazines. Okay, so this bookshelf is almost full, and that's nothing but skill books. Then you have magazines, and then we'll start adding literature books and whatnot over here. So I think I only have a handful of books in other places at the moment, but it feels good. Schematic, UL, first aid 1, another first aid book. Okay, so while your plank's on top of the bookshelf, I have a plank on top of the bookshelf. What? Take a look. Oh no, that's because of I have some extra stuff. So the black wardrobe that we broke accidentally when we tried to pick it up just lifted up there. It's only part of it though, so I have to think of a way of destroying that because that just is going to become space. Anyway. Are we good? We're kind of good. Start cleaning up this room real quick. for the things that did not get used. And it feels much better in there. So, room number 1 done. Which is nice. Delete all of this. Put these in here. Alright, so the next problem I'm going to have, like I said before, this is a problem. It's 20 encumbrance and I can't do anything to stick that somewhere so I can destroy it. So I got to think about that one. Not a big deal, but you know, it's a thing. But are we nice and organized and cleaned up? Yes. Yes, we are. And is the project actually complete yet? Not necessarily. I want to be very clear about that. There's only some of it done. There's still more work that needs to happen. But it is a start. It is definitely a start. So we got to clean up the room a bit, get a chair to go in the back over there, and we'll get to those things later. For now, luckily, it decided to rain for us, so we don't have to do any watering of our plants, as PRMR mentioned before, and our sunflowers are coming along nicely. Also note, like I said before, even though it's a white space, because you start taking out the white and, you know, doing things and whatnot, it doesn't feel like it's just blinding white. There's so many contrasts that it works really well. And that's kind of the point. Can I move this plant? I don't like that. I like this plant now. Can I pick you up? Yes, it's a straight snake plant. A cool lamp for the table. That's interesting. Would you put a lamp on the mahogany table or the end table? Is a question. Pick up can I not pick up the bookshelf? Bookshelf, there's. And he picked it up. Alright, sweet. So now we place down the snake plant, goes into this room, and that feels way more living room now. Way more living. Okay. Next up, this last bookshelf, I'm thinking about putting here. Not gonna do it for now. We'll see how it goes. So I need to eat before going to bed. Tomorrow morning we're gonna get up. We're gonna come back here. Then we're gonna try painting for the first time. I am not gonna do that immediately. Let me go outside and deal with the stuff that needs to be dried. My bad. It is gonna be too dark. So we dry that. We will not do the ritual in order to shuck these. Night, we'll do it in the morning. Alright, and go from there. Not use paint yet. Oh, word, right? Oh, that's another thing. I have to get living room tall lamp. Thing you have to think about. I understand. Alright, so barley seeds go in here, corn goes in here. And I need to think about that too. Hang on. Cooking. I got so much stuff on me, I can just make things. Let me not do this now. The dude is hungry. The dude is tired. You know, my bad. How about we not use the acorns? Can we use the jar of tomatoes, which have no calories in them? Don't like that. You don't just eat a grapefruit. You should eat a bunch of calories going to bed. That's how you put on weight. Put all of this in my bag. Carrying a whole plank too. Hilarious. Alright, we're going to sleep. Dude is tired. With the wakeful trait, mind you. Super tired. still rating out, which is good. Everybody's happy so far. Okay. Now remember, we still need to manage our weight, so what we will do is make something to eat. You know what? Today, which you guys forgot to tell me about my water situation, I need to up my water game. Yeah, everything's empty. I mean, the weight's fine. You know, we've been managing the weight, but you know, we're fluctuating between gaining and losing on that, and not a big deal. Just something to be aware of. Did you just say sorry? But look, man, I was just messing around. Not that deep. Right. Eat a box of cereal, and we're always good. Fill bottle waters. You did not fill it. Fill pot of waters all. There you go. Do one more, the empty ones. Fill all those. Bunch of water in our hands. Oh. Did you all ever watch Chowder? I'm gonna say no. How are these? Remove. Oh, that's right. Roses, they're consistently, and actually that's good to know. Again, I don't know what you mean by Chowder, but I'm definitely gonna say no. Did not watch it. There's a character in the show that makes a sound similar to what I just got done making. Heard. Swap. Do that. Canteen set. Let's make a stew. Not a stew. Make a stew. I can't decide. You know what? You know what? Let's make some bread, man. Again, we living good, and we should act like we living good. We're not living hard. So, cooking bread. Wait, I forgot I had pancakes. No, we'll leave the pancakes for like the winter. Yeah. All right, let's make bread. Why are you doing this to me, game? Cooking pot. There you go. Done. So what are we folding into this one? Sunflower seeds. Because we always like seeded breads. The basil. Give it the green. Then we'll add the fruit jam. And marmalade. Just pack that bad boy with a bunch of stuff. I would not do that. Rose hip is interesting. I'm not going to do it. But the next time I get my hands on some rose hip, I will put it into some bread and see how I feel about it. Just so I know that that's a thing. Because from a flavor profile perspective, it's hard to say. Breathe in Japanese is pronounced the same as bread in Spanish. Okay. That was an interesting fact, for sure. Eat that, and then we make sandwich. It's good to be able to make your own bread, y'all. It really is. I need to do a foraging run. And just noticing that. I don't have a lot of diversity of items in here at the moment. Huh. Okay, that needs to be never... Oh. seen rosehead bread. Yeah, well, I can't imagine that. Bread on the wire. Yep. Good, good, good. I'm still just carrying around a plank like that's a thing. I will take the sandwich with me upstairs while we work. You remember we're going to be doing the painting bit here in a second. Let's make a fruit salad because we have this watermelon, which is stale. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It says fresh while in here. But the moment you take the watermelon out, it's going from fresh to stale, and that's annoying. So, good to know. Peaches. And a grapefruit. What if it, well, perception is a whole thing when it comes to, you know, cuisine. Where things come from usually comes down to, well, what are you thinking of? Or what's the first thing you think of comes from what your experiences are. Hopefully that was a negative experience just hearing that. Sue? Sarah Sue? There we go. And I don't think I need planks for what I'm about to do. Did I put anything upstairs? No. Let me go over here real quick. And then... not grabbing books. What am I grabbing? Paintbrush. Need that. Red paint. Let's just take what I can. And I need to pause. Give me a second, my heater cut on, and that shouldn't be right. And I'm back, and that's annoying that it happened. I apologize. Good, good. Upstairs? Upstairs. Come, come, come. You turn the corner. Now, how do you start painting? Is the issue I have now. Like, what do you do to tell the game, paint sign? I ain't want to paint a sign. Disassemble object? No. Go up, down. Hang on. Hang on. So, paintbrush does not have an item. But the game acknowledges that the game is not acknowledging nothing. Can I not paint? Okay, so you can just walk up to the wall and paint, but you have to have the paintbrush in hand? No, it's just saying paint sign. Is there only certain types of walls you can paint on? Do I have to do something to strip the... because it let me do it here. Paint red. Yeah, it's not letting me paint this room. Which probably means I need to do plaster or something. Let me see if this works here. No, that's... oh no, it has to be a bare wall first. Okay, I can't paint yet. How do we do bare wall? Think about it. Think about it, B. What do you do? You drop something. Drop. Okay. I'm just putting my threads away real quick since I am up here. think the thing we can do now that, oh, it just came to mind. Plaster. Mix bucket of plaster. If I get water and quicklime, how do I make quicklime again? It's limestone. It's limestone. Quick. No, it's not here. I know there's a thing. Where are you? Where are you? There you go. It's here, isn't it? There it is. All right, so you fire the limestone. After you take your limestone pieces, you get quicklime. And from that, you're able to make plaster. Let's see it happen. But interesting. So that means limestone, when you find it, because usually it's a single rock, then you break it into limestone pieces, and those limestone pieces become quicklime. So it is a straight construction material. So yep, there it is. Do that, and quicklime ready. Well, mix with water to make plaster. I already got a bucket of clay in here, which is a problem. Do I have a free bucket somewhere, guys? There's so much detail that goes into this. But we're gonna do this, man. I could give up, but I refuse. I think I have a bucket out here. Yes, there it is. And it's empty. Sweet. Okay. If not, I could obviously carve one, but I was trying to, you know, not have to do that. While we keep moving. Why is that saying only 600 calories? Did I put oil in this? I did not put oil in it. Random. And one more. I put the whole sandwich away. Okay. Random. What the game? It's because I put the pickles in there. Interesting. You'll only get 2 seasonings on a sandwich. Okay. And we eat our sandwich. Good. And then we fill the bucket. Bucket full. What do I need in order to mix the plaster? I did game. I thought this was a full thing. It's tainted water, but it's still water. Like what happened? Pickles are high in calorie. They are not. Pickles are very low in calorie. Okay, plaster. It just says water, bucket. Why? Hold on. There's something very important missing. I acknowledge it. What is it? It says water, but I have water in hand. Do I have to unequip it? No, it is not recognizing my bucket to allow me to make plaster. That's a problem. I don't know how to fix this. Anybody got ideas? Okay. Yeah. It must be whatever you actually use to mix this, I don't have. That's probably the problem. But, so when you do clay, for example, when you mix a bucket of clay, Oh, you still need to have the... Ooh, it has to be a regular bucket. Look at this. So carved bucket is under the clay recipe. With the plaster, it is not. The plaster requires an actual bucket. I need to go find a regular bucket. Oh, that's annoying. Do I not? I got a bag of plaster. Bucket of water. Let me see if this works. Nope. No matter what you do, you gotta have a regular bucket. Wild. Who would have known? Who would have known? Defeated by a bucket. Oh, I'm so mad about that. Okay. Yeah. So what do we do? Do we go find a bucket? Or do we give up on painting for now? Because what I'm guessing, because we are guessing at the moment, since we're able to paint this one here, which technically this trim is just a visual, it doesn't actually exist. That same thing is true in here. You have to plaster the wall first before you can paint it. Oh, that's stupid. I feel like that's just an oversight. Like, I feel like if I put in a ticket for that or something, somebody would be like, oh yeah, we just missed that one. So, but ain't nobody trying to be like, yeah, we'll fix it tomorrow, hot drop you. Like, nah, you'll get it the next major patch. Oh no. All right, well, let me do this real quick before I forget. And we're good. Okay, I've got corn in here, which I think the corn, like I said, the corn comes over here. It can be, you can mill corn into cornmeal. That's what it was. Okay, I remember now. Can corn, like regular corn, be dried? Hang on. If it can, then super overpowered. No. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, like, if I could dry the corn and then chuck the kettles themselves, kernels themselves, then that would be another cornmeal, which is a thing, mind you, but is what it is. Cook this corn real quick. Just roasted thing of corn, ready to go. How much of this do I have with me real quick? Let me drop some stuff off before I forget. Good. So I'm gonna put my quick lime in here. I already had some in here as well, so good to remember. Paintbrush away so I don't forget about it somewhere ridiculous. Okay, let's just take a quick run in town. I feel like a bucket should be one of the easiest things in the world to find. And I have a wrench. Oh, well, before I do that, let me do this real quick. So one thing that I have completely and consistently waited to do was move this terrible counter out of here because it doesn't match. And the only reason why I haven't done it is because there's a 25% chance of breaking the sink. Oh, I didn't break it. All right, sweet. Can I drop it? Sweet, I get to drop the sink right there. Yay! So that essentially means that all I need to do now is find a comparable, setup here, and I can put or finish the kitchen as well. I feel good about this. I feel really good about this. Things are working the way they're supposed to. Anyway, this is what it means, guys. They say living the dream in Project Zomboid. This is what it looks like. Swing the corner, come downhill. So where, again, do I find a bucket? Oh, you find clay and a lamp. Yes. Lamp and a clay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What do you mean, wait? Alright, we're gonna go here first. Oh, picking up any of the forageables at the moment. Maybe in the crossing to Echo Creek. Crossing the Echo Creek? You mean the place I almost died at? You want me to go back to that place? What? Explain. Shop looks for gardening stuff. Shop. Gardening. I'm confused. Crossing, garden stuff, shop. It's not. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's a hop, skip, and a jump away, but you might be right. Okay. All right, maybe. Let's try here real quick, and if not, then we'll take the drive out to the garden shop. You know what? Wait, before I go to that garden shop, let's do the one in town. And before I do that, I just noticed something. There are 3 here. Ew. I like this color more. If I could pick up all 3 without breaking them, I'll take them. Yep. But that's a kitchen project. Don't stray from the path. We need a bucket. A regular, not carved, wooden bucket. So let's get to the garden shop first, and then we'll do the kitchen. I'm telling you, okay, so the dynamic music tonight is not doing good. Like, it's just not. Well, we need a bucket. We need the bucket to make plaster. And the plaster is necessary to drywall our room. And after we drywall the room, then we can paint the room. But you can't paint over the disgusting wallpaper that's sitting there. There is a zombie here. Hi. Oh, I haven't seen somebody in so long. Oh, please. Please don't be infected. Okay. Inside. Let's go to the side. No. Barbed wire, hat, magazine, filters, bucket. Sweet, we got the bucket. Yeah. Now, in fairness, as I see zombies over here, we have not cleared this side yet. So, nice, well done. I mean, you say that, but we need to see everything work, because the next problem that we have is, you know, I assume plastering the walls was necessary here. It may not work. So I won't know what to do after that. Which I don't know why it's plaster, because technically speaking, in real life, you would get like a, what is it? The paint remover products out there work on, I'm sorry, music in game. is not doing it tonight. Anyway, what was I saying? Before I got like super confused about what was happening. Paint remover, thank you. Yes, paint remover is typically designed to work against wallpaper as well. Now, most wallpapers you can just probably add water and, you know, that'll be fine, but still, kind of depends. Now it's the club music. I don't know why I put on EDM, and it's just the way it turned out. So, yeah, that's going. Hang on. I'm being a bad DJ. Let me change the filter here from what's up in low tempo and bring that down just a bit. And there you go. Good. I don't wake nobody up. Fall asleep. Still EDM, by the way. But okay, wait, bucket. I need to take. Oh, I came inside. All right, so we are here. Do I need to transfer the water from the other bucket? Probably. So let me transfer liquids from bucket to bucket. Swap. Do all that. There you go. Plaster. Yes, all right. I only need one thing of quicklime in order to make an entire bucket of plaster. The question is, how? What do I do now? Do I just right click? Or we will figure it out, y'all. We're doing it together. I bet I just use the paintbrush still. Watch. No, stone milk. What? That's. Come on. How do I plaster the wall? I need a plaster thingy, don't I? There's. Ugh. Can somebody look this one up for me? Is there a plaster tool? Like, you know how there's the mason's trowel, a gardening trowel? Is there a plaster trowel or something like that? That's gonna annoy me if there is. Because now I have no idea. Wait, is it under build mode? Nope. Nope, it's not here. I have no idea how to plaster this wall. Like, click primary. Nope. Wall, no good. Let's check this wall real quick. Grab paint. No, let's just go to the room over there. There's too many layers. Yeah, I have no idea. What should I be looking up? Oh, just look up, you know, plaster, Project Zomboid or something like that, so we can figure out what we need to do in order to do plaster. Because now that I got it, I have no idea what needs to happen next in order to plaster the room. I'm gonna set it down, just want to carry it around. Need a trowel. Well, I have a trowel. That's my kind of thing. I have the wooden trowel as my issue. But the question that I'm having more than anything is whether or not I need to get a very specific trowel. Because this mason's trowel wouldn't work. I know that. And yeah, I can't right click with the wooden trowel. That's not going to work. So, meh. Why is this happening to me? I'm betting that wall is just considered plaster. Yeah, so on a wall that has nothing in the way, no layers, so on and so forth, I can't use the wood trowel. So, wood trowel, bad. If I look for trowel, I only get carved one, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, mason's trowel. So I just need to find a mason's trowel again? Because everything else doesn't need it except for this one. I think I destroyed my mason shroud last time I used it. Metalworking chisel. I mean, zombies have it spawn in them. I've intentionally not grabbed it multiple times. I was like, I don't need that anymore. That's stupid. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's do the next bit. It's 8 o'clock. Goodness gracious. Can't catch a break. Okay, fine. Fine. Pick up all these materials and stuff. And just because casual PC giving you a hard time doing anything. Yeah, I don't... Usually I would defend Project Zomboid. You're like, yeah, it makes sense for you not to do it. I'm not going to defend this one. Not at all. I feel like this is what I need 4 or 5 different items, specific items, to do a singular action that does nothing for the average player. Not even the average player. You have to intentionally decide that I'm going to build in order for you to run into this problem. And it is a significant problem because you can't paint or set up your walls. Like if I had built wood walls that had to plaster them and then paint them, there are so many items that are involved in that do nothing for you. It's completely cosmetic. So it's a barrier to entry for no reason. Oh, because it doesn't provide anything other than the visual. 7, it's retarded. Again, from a game perspective, I'm going to say that it's not a good experience. That's all. But I'm still going to do it. And maybe we can call it the hobbyist, right? It gives you something to do in game that you have to put yourself to. We can say it that way. Alright. Well, I already said before we hadn't done any foraging. Let's get a foraging run in before the end of the night. I'll go from there. We haven't spoken to the cows for a little bit either. What's up? How you doing there? Did you just moo at me? Been a minute. Johnny Bravo. Pet. I really need to clean up out here. There is a bunch of dung all over the place. Speaking of the dung situation, did the dung that was in here turn into compost? It looks like it did. I don't see the dung in here. Check the other one, make sure I'm not crazy. Yes, okay, so dung legitimately does turn into compost. It just takes a while. But I'll be lurking. I'm gonna try to sleep. Have an appointment tomorrow. Good night. Yep, next week though. Alright, so we'll see you in Discord, you know. Hopefully you decide to play something. We'll take a look at what you're doing. Where is my shovel? Let me deal with the dung situation instead of foraging. And that'll be the way we call it a night, because it's already, what, 9:30? It's gonna be bags. Alright, alright. Shovel. Pick up dung. There is dung there. Dung over there. Can I speed this up? Yeah, I can. Are we dung free? Do you guys feel good? Not yet. There's one here. Good? Not yet. There's one there. It's behind the bush. Dung free. There is one here somewhere. Can't even see that one. Alright. Get on dung. The music makes you feel like you're in a fancy place. I mean, word. This is a fancy place, y'all. I have so much dung. There it is. I actually filled that. Oh, wow. Yeah, it actually filled to the point where I couldn't put anything else in there. So cow dung over there. Dung is usable as a fertilizer. It just takes a while. All right. Dude's done so much work, he's already sleepy. Again, I'm gonna point out that we are, goodness, we have the wakeful trait. So with the wakeful trait, you know, that shows when you start doing like project work like this, your character's getting tired. It's a good way to pass some time every now and too often. So you don't always have to be running around murdering zombies, right? I'm gonna put some rags in here, and should be good. You can't blame him about the work we had to do. It's true. We've done a fair amount of work, and I am into it. But we need to go find a mason's trowel. Specifically, we need to. Well, before I say that, you know what? I did not check every place that I could potentially have one, but I feel like I don't. Yeah. I feel like I've intentionally been avoiding picking them up because we had everything we needed. So I felt like the wood trowel would do everything, and now we know it's not true. Super disappointing. Okay. Alright. Oh, we're here for it. Let's get ourselves, you know, some food, then we'll get some sleep. We'll do, I don't know what we'll do. Hang on, let me think that through. What time is it? Am I losing weight? Nope. We'll go easy on the stuff. I got rotten stuff in here now. Let's take it out. Lettuce rotting is like the worst. You get the black stuff and whatnot. It's just like, ugh. Gotta get to that quick. Alright, let's do just a quick salad. We'll take a salad for the night. We'll run into town, so we'll do another day on Project Zomboid, and then we'll close up. So I specifically want to go to the hardware store, see if we can find a mason's trowel. Like, that's my thought right now. I want to lean into the fact that I set myself to do this project. I'd like to get through it. Even if it's just, you know, we find the mason's trowel, we can do one wall or something like that. We just want to see that actually work. So, yep. But nice seeing it all come together. I mean, the good part about Project Zomboid is, you know, when you do come up with a project like this, it can really go somewhere for you if you let it. So, yeah. Gotta do a quick workout too. We've been doing squats. I forgot about the squats. Mostly because we've been catching up with our strength skill, if I remember correctly. Because strength, you know, increases so well on its own, but fitness does not. All right, 6:30, good to go. good. Let's see. What is here? Oh, it's the frogs. I was sitting here like, what is here that needs to be butchered? I'm not gonna kill the frogs. They're fine. Let's take the acorns with us. Cooked roasted acorns. Question is, what are we doing? Drink this water to start. Get that. Pull you out. Let me transfer liquid. We'll grab the canteen. Done. And then we'll transfer you as well. Done. Canteen's good to go. Got water. All right, we're heading up. So, first thing, what we are specifically going to do is head over to the hardware store, and then from the hardware store we'll decide where to go after that. Oh my god. That's the type of thing that's going to destroy my engine. But make an interesting point, PRMR. We have pets inside and out. We got the frogs, even though they don't move. And then, of course, we have the cows and stuff. I would actually like the idea of them doing frogs. Like you can find them around water really easily or something like that. Of course, you know you can find them in game from rain, but still. For those of us who like reptiles and amphibians, just to have diversity set up. Although at that point, then you have to add things like snakes. Yeah, I bet there are snakes in Kentucky. All right, let me hit the turn. You can see snakes, we would have a, that's fine, but they could still be a food source in this game, right? You get snake and you like snake on a stick or something, right? Ooh, that's not gonna do it. Here? No. It's next major turn, I think. Yeah, that's it. Aha. Alright, Nature's Trial. Let's keep your eyes open. See a bunch of keys. Is that jars or nails? Nails, okay. No, no, no. Hacksaw, interesting. Electrical wire, handles. More nails, lots of nails. Nails everywhere. But we specifically want to see a mason's trowel. What is that sound? No, no, no. Pipe wrench, no. Hose, clampers, floodlights. Yeah, I feel like I know it's here somewhere. Multi-tool, needed. Need some barley, don't need it. Wood rod, keypads. Crap. Alright, let's check the back. Yeah, I think it's just a layering issue because of all the sounds that are, you know, supposed to be playing in different spaces when you're playing Project Zomboid. Oh, what is this? This is a metalworking bench. Oh, I could cut different things. Very interesting. I know you can't pick that up and transfer it, so that's annoying. Yep, okay. So no mason's trowel for us here, which essentially means that we're kind of screwed. Oh. So my options are what? Find it off a zombie again? Yeah, we have to go back and start killing again. This area is clear. We've already done this. This is our area. Thank you for the clay game, but I don't need the clay right now. Looking for something very specific. What's that? Is that mint? Oh, mint. Is that a zombie? No, no. It is a zombie. Look at that. See? Tell you. You'd be sitting there, you get caught slipping. That's how you die. Super hearing. I'm telling you, I'm very good at this game. Because you have to tune in, even when you listen to other music. That's okay. You gotta be able to tune in. Alright. I mean, I'm trying to decide where's the there has to be another good place for me to get another Mason's Trowel. I'm not getting one of those right now. Good. That poppy? Oh yeah, poppy seeds. Poppy seeds coming for me. I know Sue said she was gonna start lulling herself to sleep. I feel like this is the music here to help with that. So she's still listening. Just let it take you. Allow the Sandman to walk you into that long good night. No, no, nothing. Why is the Sandman associated with sleep? Die, Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. I don't know. I have no idea where, like, the origins of that story, that myth, came from. But you know, I'm sure there's something we can look up for that. Maybe I'll pick up the dandelions. It never hurts to have more greens in the house. I admit, I don't really have a good solution to my problem at the moment, so kind of sucks. You want me to look it up? It's a good conversation topic. Why not? You know, where did the origins of the Sandman come from? It's a good prompt. Sandman as in dreams. Ooh, there's a construction site here. Okay, maybe the construction site has the Mason's Trowel. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I've just been doing a foraging run, so let me switch it real quick. Go to vegetables. I'm not gonna jump over that fence to use a bunch of energy. Won't get any more nuts. Yeah, we got a lot of acorns right now, and strawberries are useless other than happiness. I just thought it'd be nice to eat one for. It's been a while. It's been a while. We just found spinach. We won't pick up peas. That is a huge statement. So Sam would have figured to help. I will have to read that in a moment. It is not safe to try to read that while walking around where zombies could be. Larger than I thought. You just did a copy and paste word. What's that? Branches. We get spinach. Lettuce head. So if you ever watch this, you know, recording later, this is a good example of the fact that I kind of just walked around fairly quickly and got a whole bunch of stuff. So this shows that foraging buff to be there. Oh, avocados. Nice. We already know how we feel about avocados. They are fat, so as a vegetable in game, solid option to find. 127 calories. Okay, so let's check for the trowel. No. Maybe I switch the trash real quick. See if it can be picked up off the ground. I'm sure it can be found in the trash category, and I know there are a bunch of planks in here, aren't there? Yep, planks. Metal sheets. Maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Yeah, more planks. Not going through that. Got an OF bird. Okay. Lots of industrial style. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we overhaul our entire kitchen and go with this metal-like design. That might be interesting. What is that? What is that? A plush? Huh. Okay. Alright, I guess we go kill some zombies for a little bit. See if we can get the trout out of one of their backs. What were you thinking for the kitchen? Well, originally I was gonna, find one more setup for the type of counter that we have, cabinet there, counter we have. But now if I do metal design, I have all the stuff I would need. I just need to get it back and then move things out slowly but surely. Still a lot of work. All right, so this is a new neighborhood that we have not actually cleared. We've driven through here a handful of times, but that's about it. Here is, I mean, give us the sounds that we need. What is that? Cornbread? It's rotten for sure. It's 300 calories. Interesting. Remember, we are a max level cook, so we can put rotten food in a dish. So if you were struggling for calories, you can still forage for them. And this is just straight wheat. You won't be picking up broccoli. It's not worth it. Yeah, by the way, don't eat this like in real life. It's still just game, but from game mechanics perspective, you can take rotten food and put it into a dish if you are a max level cook. Well, you only need to be level 7, so. Which is why the cooking profession is, in my personal opinion, one of the best professions in game. Because you can quite literally just cook anything, even if it goes bad. Oh, you just spawned. I know you just spawned. I haven't been in this house. Greater cereal. Seasoning salt. Oh, that's more salt for us. You know what? Matchbook is good. I hear beating. Back door? Back door. Nobody's home. Now, what is it about your pink statement? Can I take this cork board off the wall? Yes. Good. Go ahead and fill. Happy with that? Let's go. broken. I didn't go in that house. There's no garage to it though. Okay, I'm not actually trying to do any clearing at the moment. I was really hoping to. I'm not doing anything with this cornbread, by the way. So the next zombie I kill, I'll be dropping it on them. Yeah. Snails, mushrooms, another set of poppy. We got a lot of poppy seed. Yep, let's just get home. Let's go home. I'm just gonna have to make a mental note to look out for whatchamacallit, the mason straw from now on. Just like we're always looking for clay, we'll always be looking for a mason straw now. It's random about cornbread dropping on a zombie. I'd imagine the zombie, that was the last thing they ate before, you know, they turned or something. Where did I actually park? With this again, let me walk to trick. I didn't actually park there. I parked at the hardware store. Right, droppings, blah, 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 blah. All right, back to the car. If nothing else, we got ourselves a corkboard, a plushie, rotten cornbread, which we will not use, I promise. And we're heading back home. But we learned a lot, you know, we did. So that's good. We learned that if you're going to do plaster, you need an actual bucket, not a wooden bucket, which kind of sucks if you really think about it, right? One of the things that we've been, you know, on this channel been talking about is doing wilderness survival. And with a wilderness survival setup, that would mean you have to make a full bucket, not carve one. And that requires you to do some wiring, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look. So if you just search bucket, right, and make the wooden bucket. So this bucket would probably work rather than carved bucket. And in this case, you need this iron band. So that is something that you can cut, find, or smelt yourself. So that means you need to blacksmith this first, and that's no easy task. If you were doing, you know, a full wilderness setup. So obviously you can do wood walls, but you wouldn't be able to plaster your wood walls and then start to paint them, do all the different things. So it's a thought. What's the kill count? Good question. Our kill count is sitting at 4,528. Day 11 on day 12 currently. It's 5 months and day 12. So what did we accomplish tonight? A lot, if you really put it all together. Yeah. Didn't kill a bunch of zombies, but we got the library. We built the library. We did what we set out to do. Let's just be fair about it, right? We did do the one thing we set out to do, and then of course, you know, things had to change, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I've got a ton of red paint that just needs to come out of here before I forget to take it out of here, so let's do that now. I don't have a good place for storing the red paint, so I'm going to put it in our trailer. Yeah, that's what I thought. Then we'll make sure that we don't accidentally use this cornbread. You know what? The cornbread can still go. Do I see the sunflowers changing? Oh yes. Yes, I'm very excited if this is what I see this. Young sunflowers. I'm very excited to see the sunflowers come together, y'all. That is great. Okay, so I got some of them starting to sprout, which means over the next few days we'll see the rest of these do these things. And don't know, you and your color. I don't see any others impacted at the moment. I'm gonna let you live, but if anything else happens, I'm pulling you out just like the other one got pulled. We only killed 11 on stream. Yeah, you'll know the harvest. So this is actually something I'm gonna consider in another playthrough. Let me not say that. You know, there'll probably be a time in this. If I'm working on the agriculture skill, I will plant reharvestables more than I plant other things. 194 to 208. 288. Yeah, so like herbs are the jam. If you want to work on your agricultural skill, plant herbs. That's great. I wish I would have known that earlier. All right, corkboard. We'll go here. Go. It becomes empty. That's annoying. Huh. Don't worry about it. That's just a given. Yeah. Keep that for a moment. I'm gonna cook it. Do the rest of these. And then put my seeds away. There you go. Alright. Seasoning salt needs to go here. It's okay to say that's not our jam. It really is. Anyway, let's go outside, get some drying done. Oh wait, cabbage. Let me put those back here. Going to roast my acorns and this potato real quick. That's a lot of cooking experience, by the way. There you go. That away. Draw off our stuff. So much work. So much work. That was a lot of poppy seeds. Alright, oregano gets dried, and then we'll do the big spots. I do wish this operated more like the whatchamacallit outside. The composters. Like, I wish I could put the plant in the rack as if it was a container, and then over time they would dry, rather than that automatic process that they did. I think it's a interesting design choice to do it that way, because there were other things in game already that allowed you to do something similar, but they went left on it. So shows they built that system from ground up for some reason. But yeah. All right, let's collect our poppy seeds. So random to see the thing on the floor. It is random, that's fair. Oh, good. Okay. Let me call it here. Usually I go through the entire day and whatnot, but I'm gonna end the Project Zomboid portion of the stream here, so I can at least do one-ish day at another game before calling it a night, because it is still Sunday. We have to, you know, get up in the morning and whatnot. So when I come back on, I'll bring us into the next day before hitting the record button, so the rest of you know it. But we've already done the kill count, so 4,528. We got started with the library, and in truth, we got the library in here. Now we just can't plaster the room until we find a mason's trowel, and then paint the room red to match what we've got going on. So it's been good. It's been very good. Anyway, as usual, if you made it this far in the video, please consider the like, comment, share, subscribe, all the different things to YouTube that all YouTubers will tell you about. And for me, I'm going to say that you should have been here on stream with us. Anyway, As usual, I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.